start the topic reproduction in organism. Before going into the topic, I will speak about a term that is called lifespan. Now, what is a lifespan of for an organism or any species? The time period, the period from its birth to natural death. Is the lifespan. Death due to accident or disease cannot determine the lifespan. Okay. If a species takes birth, grows and dies simply, then its existence cannot be defined in the earth. In order to make its existence remain in the earth, it has to do something, that is multiply its number. Multiplying its number may be two directions. First, that is if it produces someone similar to itself, and if it produces someone different to itself. Now you can see this is the organism which is similar to the previous one, and this is something different from it. Now this process is called reproduction, and this new organism is the offspring. Now again, this organism that is not equivalent or not similar in structure or physiological factor to the previous one is known as mutant, and this procedure is evolution. Now that is one exception, but that evolution, it can only be we can only say it is evolution that if the mutant survives the condition present in the earth. If the mutant doesn't survive, then it cannot be considered as evolution. Now, from the word reproduction itself, you can understand that reproduction is means to produce someone similar to the previous one, the parent one. Now, its biological definition is biological definition is to give rise to a young one of offspring similar to itself. So, what we have learned, that what is reproduction, we learned about it. Now, what we will learn is what are the method of reproduction. Now, there are two basic methods of reproduction. That is, first one is asexual, and second one is sexual. Now, we will first read about the asexual reproduction. Now, what is asexual reproduction? This is a mode of reproduction in which only one parent is needed. One parent gives birth to a new offspring. There is no need of any mating or something like that. One parent gives birth to an offspring that is identical or may not be identical to a new offspring. Now, what are the different methods of asexual reproduction? Now, some few methods are binary fission, multiple fission, budding, gamete formation, and etc. Now, these are all the methods for simple, or we can say microorganisms. That microorganism that has simple structure, simple body mechanism. Now, for complex organism, there are different methods like vegetative propagation. Now, this is a vast process and it consists of different methods of its own. We will look into it very soon. Now, I am going to explain you everything very simply, not only briefly, not completely. Now, what is binary vision? Now, take the case of amoeba. This is one simple amoeba. This is the parent one, parent cell. Now, during favorable condition, its nucleus will start to differentiate. How? See, it becomes something like that, and then it goes on similarly. The nucleus are separated but connected with some structure. Now, the cytoplasm starts to divide and the nucleus are completely different, and these give rise to two different organisms, two different amoeba. Now, these are the daughter cells. Now, what we saw, this is a single amoeba dividing into two amoebas. So it is called binary. Bi means two. So this is binary fission. Now, similarly, if this happens into more than two in case of Plasmodium, then that time it is called multiple fission. Now, what is budding? Now, budding can be seen in case of yeast and hydra. Now, what yeast does? This is a yeast cell. Its nucleus start to differentiate. Then, when the nucleus is differentiated, body structure also, the cytoplasm start to differentiate. Then, it completely detaches from the parent body and forms a daughter cell. But I forgot to say that now what we have seen in both the processes, that the daughter cell that is formed is exactly the copy of its parent. So generally these daughter cells are called as clones. Cloning is a different process, but still, since in the process of cloning identical individual is produced, so these organisms are also called as clones. Now, similarly, in case of Hydra, we can see this type of budding process. Now, they form only one single organism, single daughter cell that can also be produced in a multiple time. Means at a time, multiple daughter cells can also be formed. Now, this was all about binary fission, multiple fission and budding. Now, what is gamete formation? Now, in the case of Chlamydomonas, this is the structure of Chlamydomonas. This is a nucleus At favorable condition, this nucleus will divide into smaller ones. These smaller ones will accumulate and form their own cell membrane. After that, they form different secondary characteristics like this. And when the favorable condition arises, then the cell wall of the parent cell ruptures, the parent cell is no more existing, and all these are the new daughter cells that get released out. Now this is the method of gamete formation. Now similar method is seen in the case of sponges. Now we have seen for complex microorganisms what are the different asexual mode of reproduction. Now, simple organisms. Now we will see for complex organisms. Now complex organism means that those who don't have one cell only one cell membrane. They have multiple cells. Now taking case of a potato. This is a potato. Now you can see small structure, depression-like structure are present in potato. You can notice it in a general potato. What you will see that from this eye, at favorable condition, some structure grows out, which develop some kind of leaf-like structure. Now, what you are going to do, if you plant this potato, you can get a potato plant that can produce even more number of potato. Now, here you can see there was no cell division, there was nothing. That is called vegetative propagation. The growth of a new plant starts from the vegetative part of the plant. Now, this is a potato, and this node, this eye, is its vegetative part. Now, this is one example. Now, I will give you another example of Basophylium leaf. Okay, my diagram not so good. So this is the Basophylium leaf. Now this leaf has plenty of water content. Now from its edges, this edges is called as the advantageous part. Now from these edges, new plant starts to arise, which has roots and leaf. And in a leaf, there is not only one plant is developed, more than one plant start to develop at favorable conditions. Now, when so many plants are developed from this leaf, when the leaf becomes dry, it sets. When these roots touch the ground, they start to grow into a new plant. Now, this is how this plant reproduces. Now, another example I'll give, a very known plant, that is water hyacinth. Now this is the scientific name, common name, but what is its local name? It's commonly known as the terror of Bengal. is called as the terror of Bengal is that this plant has beautiful purple flowers. So, before independence, Britishers brought this plant to the Bengal region, the Bengal province, to make ponds and different water reservoirs look beautiful. Now, this plant looks something like this. This is a water surface. Its root submerged inside it. Flower, leaves and flower, they are above the surface of water, and this plant looks something like this. Now, what is this? That it is connected to each other with a stem called offset. This stem is called offset. Now, when this offset gets detached from this plant, that gives birth to a new plant. Now, what we can say, this offset is the vegetative, the advantageous part of this plant. Now, by the process of vegetative propagation, this plant, with the help of offset, produces many new. Now, this offset is not just a strong thing. This is just a weak thing, which is a weak part of a plant, weak part of this plant. It goes on breaking automatically. So what happens that when only one plant is planted in a pond, within few days, its number grows to 1,000. The pond is fully covered. Now, what is the main problem with this? Why it was given the name Terror of Bengal? Because that this plant decreases the oxygen level in water content, which damages the biodiversity of the plant. Water. So, when this plant starts to grow in a pond in the Bengal province, the biodiversity, the ecosystem of the water reservoir got destroyed. So this came to be a terror for the people of Bengal, because people of Bengal they most likely eat fish, and this fish is just a part of their lifeline. So that is why this plant caused death of many fishes. They destroyed their lifestyle. So that is why the name was given Terror of Bengal. Now we can see this plant also reproduce vegetatively. Now this question is a great, a very important question in the exam point of view, because most of the time the question comes, describe the reproductive system, reproduction method of the Terror of Bengal. Very few times we have seen that it gave the name in the exam water hyacinth. So we can better remember this plant as Terror of Bengal. Now, almost asexual reproduction for this part is over.